All right, Joe.
Are we gonna start filming now?
No more stupid questions today. What's the, what do we got there?
This one? Buell crankcase.
That's a buell crankcase? Modified?
Twin cylinder.
Racing mod, that's a twin.
1000 or 1200.
Not a single.
Not to be, yeah. Not
That would be an XB9 or an XB12.
Got a broken off bolt in it.
Factory damage.
That one? It looks like it.
Oh, they modified here for bigger cams, obviously.
That's what that was for?
They got a broken bolt there,
I
yes.
thought it broke off right there.
Yeah, I had to do the same thing on my race bike, too. You get 600 lift plus cams, you got to modify
more room, huh?
So, flip it over. So, in here, we had some issues with the piston coming unglued, I think is what happened in here. And I saw this little piece of a piston ring that was trying to come out through the tranny.
Is that what that was?
But there was a bolt in the way, so it couldn't get through. Wasn't too much crap down there. The square piston oilers were all broken off too, so I think it's broke a piston. My guess is the rear one, because it's more damaged here than the front. But like most things, it goes in a circle and just eats itself up. So.
Yeah.
Alright, so I got that all cleaned up so I can cut on it now and not get dirty.
That wasn't a rod.
So I asked for some M8 parts that they're cutting up and making shit out of. So how much shrapnel was in the bottom of that case?
Oh, you can see it still.
Well, there's what's in the bottom of the box.
That's what I scooped it all up in there.
So what looks like failed?
Lots of metal pieces in. I don't know where that's from. You know, is it the cylinder balls or what?
Actually, it's an S&S crank.
It was like shaved steel though.
It had a brand new S&S crank in it, and the shop I got that out of. The rod completely come unglued inside that thing. It just ate itself up. I don't think there's any bearings left in the rod set. The things were up and down a 1/4 inch easy.
All the metal was steel.
So the S&S crank was not set up correctly, like I've had issues before. That's why I rebuilt all new cranks, and it failed big time. It took out everything.
What's this big old area for?
That is where the counterbalancer goes. That's in the front of the case. On the twin cam, they had 2 counterbalance on the B motor.
Yeah.
And the A's motor had no counterbalancer. So.
I threw the oil filter away. I don't know if you want to keep that or not.
No, I did not want to. I don't want to take the filter apart like you do, just to see what's in there. But
only on race car.
You can do that if you want.
Only on the race car.
You can see how dirty it is.
Oh, you're looking for bandit.
So anyway, I got to clean all this up, strip these down, and see what's in here. So why don't we get the buell case out of the way? So move it down the line somewhere. Well, I picked up, he gave me an M8 crank also.
Well, that came with that?
Yeah, this is a good crank. It's a 107, it's supposed to be a good one. Here, let's find out. Let's bring this out of the way. So, how good of a crank is this crank? I can hear the clearance. Can you hear the clearance?
Barely.
Yeah, there's not much in there. But there's something. So the rods are kind of free. They're not bound up like the last one I rebuilt was. It has some valves on it because you can see the wear mark worn away a little bit. It appears to be a 4-valve motor.
Right.
So but definitely an M8.
That's a factory Harley crank or that S&S?
This is a Harley. So this is a 107. Nobody wants them, so.
Oh.
So I need a connecting rod for my buell motor over here.
You can put that big one in there?
So see over here. So I was looking for a twin cam crank to get the twin cam rod out of it, but that's an M8 rod. The problem with the M8 rod is it's even longer than a twin cam rod, and it's already too damn long already. So I'd have to cut it and shorten it and weld it back together.
For real?
Yeah.
Wow.
Then I do my mock-up, and then I'll see.
Because this is an H-beam, though.
I'll either plate it, run it, or I'll see how long it will last, or I'll get a custom rod made.
Yeah.
If I can come up with a twin cam crank, we can get a good male rod out of it.
Well, you put the single cylinder airplane motor on one or what?
No, I'm doing a buell.
A real racing buell? Speed limit? I mean, really? That thing on top of a buell?
M8. Now I got a lower rocker box cover, but I haven't got an upper yet. Got a set of rocker arms. So I need an upper cover now. I don't know why I got a chrome. I want a black one so I can weld on it and modify it. But
They make them black?
when you're looking for free parts, you can't be too choosy.
That's right.
You can be choosy, but it's best to take what they
Not
give
too
you.
choosy. You can still weld on that one.
I'll just get the chrome off. I'll be all right.
Yeah.
So this is gonna. We don't know what's in this crate down here yet.
Yeah, that's the mystery box.
It could be a set of 114 cylinders and pistons in there, or it can be a transmission.
It felt more like weight-wise cylinders to me.
So you think it's cylinders in there?
Mm-hmm.
Not transmission.
Want to flip a coin?
Okay. I'm guessing by the size of the packaging, it's a transmission.
Okay.
It's
loose in there, I'll tell you that
I didn't
much.
lift it though.
I did.
Well, if it was bouncing around with two parts, it would be more noticeable, just one big part.
No, it's just like yeah, well, the weight was all on one side.
So anyway, I got to see how much I can move this over.
I see your drawing on there.
All I know is these 131 cylinders over here are too big.
Where'd they go?
Move those?
Yeah, you moved them already.
I moved them? I already got rid of them. I've been clearing the shop out. Yeah, they were too big. But they still go in the same hole. But anyway.
They would not go in the same hole.
It's the same spigot diameter between all of them.
Really?
Yeah, that's why it's so thin. It was all blue and
Yeah.
cooked. They kept boring us out. The inside out and the outside didn't change any.
It's unbelievable that they did that like that.
I know, it's stupid. It's so thin. So, anyway, I got to get a set of cases to play with.
That's what those are for?
Yeah, I was thinking about cutting the top of the case off and cutting the top of this case off and gluing it on with some super snot.
Yeah, I imagine you could.
Instead of having to fill up this much all the way around.
Only you, Keenan, would do that with the super snot.
Super snot. So, anyway, this is definitely a super snot motor here. Now you can see how much shrapnel is going around the circles, but nothing really big. So that's why the rod was out. So the rollers aren't too big.
Yeah, they were razor thin pieces of steel in there.
Yeah, so... No, well, there's a lot of clearance in here. So...
I think this is made to keep junk in it.
But it had no... Yeah, it had junk in it, didn't it?
Yeah, it sure did.
There you go. So it did not have big chunks in here because that would have knocked big pieces out.
Yeah.
But it did have a lot of accessory material in there that was not supposed
A
to
lot.
be in there.
All blue looking too.
Well, you know, things get hot when they get hot. Now this has an alternator in here of some type.
I tried to pull it, but your tool doesn't fit in those holes.
My tool didn't fit in that hole?
Mm-mm.
Did you try the right tool?
Well, I tried the one I use on my FXR.
Well, which is that one with the big yoke in it? The big U?
The U one, yeah. Too big a diameter.
So this thing that doesn't fit anything,
except for an FXR,
still does not fit anything.
fit mine.
They made this too big.
Oh, the diameter's too big on
Well,
that
that's
thing.
way bigger.
Yeah. Probably pull it off by hand.
If I stretch it out.
Twist it a little bit. Almost.
The problem is the grooves aren't wide enough to grab the...
Oh.
Oh, these are thick. These are like 1/4 inch thick.
They're thin on the inside,
See,
don't
the
they?
Harley, the old ones are like, they're less than 3/16. These are like 1/4 inch.
Oh yeah.
Those are way thicker.
A couple of screwdrivers and pry it off of there.
Most likely.
It had a bunch of steel inside that too.
Yeah, well.
It goes everywhere.
I'll just use a nose picker.
The nose picker tool. You're gonna need two of them.
Oh, I only got one. How about a 9/16 wrench?
All right.
Is this the factory tool?
It's a nice big.
Is that the factory tool?
Yeah.
I
It
think
works.
you can just use two 9/16s.
It would have been all right. It's a nice stator though. That puts out more amperage than mine.
So that's the factory tools for getting these out.
Okay.
Two open.
9/16 or not the nose picker.
No, the nose picker is not quite heavy duty enough. I think the 2 wrenches is better.
Yeah.
Now, is this any good?
Look on the inside how the magnet's looking. Not bad.
Appears to have some extra material in
Yeah.
here.
Told you.
So what
See,
is that?
that's how everything was. That's the steel that was shavings that were in the whole motor. It's not really chunks. It's steel, you know.
It's kind of bent up sheet metal cage material.
That is bent up cylinder wall.
No, that is rod cage material.
Oh, you think so? The bearing cage?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what that is.
Okay.
I'm telling you, the rods are gone out of that thing. They're bad. Okay, these look like Torx. There's only 3. They're getting cheap. They save 1 per motor. Every 3 motors, they get a free set. There you go. That's pretty good.
That can be sold again.
Nobody said Harley was cheap, did they? Okay, now you guys were stealing all my Torx bits and probably mixed them all
He told
up.
me he put them all back in there.
Did they mix them all up on me too?
I don't know.
Okay, well this one here does not look big enough.
It's 25. Yep. Nope.
It's pretty loose.
Probably metric. Where's that 27 ratchet one you had? Got it. Yep. Okay.
It's pretty loose, but
Uno.
Yes, it's not the right one.
It worked though.
Give it a quick jerk.
Is that a fourth one I'm seeing right there? Or what is that?
So it's probably a 28.
What is this one?
I don't know what that is. It looks like a rivet. Yeah. Okay, so you only need 3 of these.
28. They don't make a 28.
You don't need 4 of these.
On an M8.
They make a T8.
28?
There's a T8 in this.
T20.
Or 28, I mean.
They do?
This is a 25.
Yeah, you have 27.
Okay, it's a 27 then, whatever. I know it's something between a 30. So it's 27. Okay, I stand corrected, Joe.
I was just saying.
I know you know all about this Jap crap, so I
was
don't
just
know
saying.
that much. I know there's something between a 25 and a 3rd. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Whatever number that is,
And they don't go up every 2 either. They're
that's
odd.
what this is. No, they go up 5.
That thing, you know, it'd be like 50, 51 or something.
They go up 5. Okay, well, evidently the one that I'm supposed to be it's somewhere around the pile over here. But it's not where I can get to it right now.
Oh, you had the screwdriver one? The correct one?
Well, it used to be in my pile over here. All those tools I found.
Yeah.
And it's mixed in. I had one set aside that I used for putting motors together. It was laying over here, but when everybody comes by and needs a Torx wrench, they grab mine and take it.
Yep.
For some reason, it doesn't always materialize backwards.
I saw some somewhere too. What the hell was I looking at?
I don't know. Well, these are extra long now too.
Well, you can see how thick the stator is. That's why.
These are a lot longer.
Look how thick that stator is.
Is it thick?
Yeah.
Crank spacer.
Plastic. Oh yeah, how you get the wires?
Is that more than 32
That may
amp?
not be resellable.
Is that more than 32 amp?
Yeah, it is. Hell yeah, it's probably 60.
Okay, what holds this in now?
And there's something on the outside maybe too?
I don't know. Never worked on one of these piles of crap.
Me either. You want to clean it up first?
Looks like it just has a bung hole in there that needs to be bunged on. You got a bung hole remover?
I don't have one. It's going to twist. I
Here's
think.
my bung hole
I think
remover.
it's going to twist out of there.
I'm gonna twist it out of there.
Think the whole thing goes in? Yep, you got it.
No, it's not coming out.
It started moving, didn't it?
Cutting the rubber in half is what I'm doing.
You don't think that's a plug right there, huh?
There's a plug in there, all right. Just gotta get the titty through the hole. Like taking your boot off, a little piece at a time. Eventually it comes off. So they probably got some kind of a fancy tool you're supposed to use.
You know that.
It's probably one-time use. You're supposed to cut the thing off with a pocket knife and call it done, probably.
Nope. Throw away the whole bike.
Yeah, pretty much. Bottom's still in there.
Can't believe it hasn't come unplugged yet.
Trying to get me.
There you go.
It's got to be smarter than the darn Harley part is the problem. Now, I did not destroy it, so I can still use it. Okay, hold on. Got the same problem with the covering. You got to roll it up to go through like that. Once it comes through all the way, you can yank it through. As long as you pull it straight, don't let it bind up. And that has a round hole in it, not an oval hole.
Okay.
So that's how you tell them apart.
What's the oval one? Twin cam?
Everything
Oh,
old,
FXR.
everything old is
Okay.
oval.
That is a resellable item too, folks. If anybody needs one, we got one for sale.
How much can we get for that?
It's probably $200.
A couple $100. Does that include the rotor or just a stator?
No, both.
Both pieces.
And if you want that crank spacer, you can have that too.
No. I need a crank spacer. That's a nice press tool. We can use that for other things. Okay. So,
Yep,
how about this sealing thing in here?
Oh, you get that up too?
You got a seal removing tool?
Might as well. While we're at it.
No, I actually bought this one over here.
You bought a seal removal tool?
Yes, I did.
Nobody gave you one, huh?
No, I bought it.
Oh, nice. Wow.
Now, they did not show how big it was or how small it was in the picture book.
A different size for different size seals, huh?
Okay, I'm thinking for, oh, they got an Allen on the end of it.
So yeah.
Okay, I'm thinking if we're going to do it for Harley, instead of using a real tool, I got this special Pro seal puller.
Wow. Genuine aluminum?
Oh yeah, it's high quality aluminum. You got the small one, you got the medium one.
How long do you think till that
and
fails?
You got the Harley size one.
Okay. I thought some kind of hammer.
This is going to be highfalutin stuff here.
I can't wait to see it fail.
You don't think that screw would break, do you? Okay,
Yeah, that's exactly the weak spot.
I torqued it down nice and tight. Okay, you got a long part and a short part, so you got a heel and a toe. I'm thinking the toe is the one that's curved.
Boy.
It feels like it's going to break.
Yeah. Right to where that screw hole is in the arm shaft of it. Wow.
Okay, it works really, really well.
I'll put a cheater bar on it?
No. The angle that is indenting
Yeah.
the case,
Right.
it's putting a lot of pressure on this lip here,
Oh.
trying to burr it down there a little bit. Whereas this one,
Just doesn't do any of that, does it?
it pivots on that spot instead of digging into that spot.
Yeah.
So when you go like this, now I don't know how much, you can see how much leverage I was putting on that. It was quite a bit. Now you want to make sure you don't jam the screwdriver all the way in either, put a big gouge in everything.
Yeah.
You got to come out just enough that you don't gouge the backside.
The surface should be clean, so that's to keep the oil in there, right?
Well, if you screw up the case where the seal goes, it's going to leak.
Yeah, exactly. Well, folks, usually here at Tatro Machine when we have a tool test, and that's a total fail.
This
right
was
there.
a tool. This
one-
tool here, made by these guys
Snap-on.
here. Now I did shorten it 5 inches, I think,
Yeah?
so it would fit in the snap-on toolbox.
Oh, okay.
Why would they make a tool that would not fit in their
Supposed
toolbox?
to hang on the side of the toolbox.
So see, it goes right here, Joe. See,
Okay.
camera.
Next time for sure. We
See,
got
see the
perfect
clearance
fit.
there? Yeah, it's purposely made to go in the toolbox. See.
To an inch. Yeah, that's the pro seal puller failed the test.
It does not work on M8 seals. Now you notice I didn't put any big gouges in the side of the hole there because I pulled the screwdriver back slightly.
What about where the puller was failing? I just
Now,
getting gouged up
I would
there.
recommend that you come back here and deburr the surface so that the new seal won't get eaten up when you go in. So we have a factory authorized deburring tool.
Yeah,
This is made by this company here.
I can't see that one. Shaw.
This was
Is it
Shaw. Or,
Shaw?
not Vargas?
I don't know. I thought I saw S at the beginning of it.
Shaw is the input. Okay, see how they got that lip in there already? See how the chamfer's right there? But this here
Look at how smooth that works.
puts a nice roll radius, not a sharp edge
A
radius.
roll radius. Okay.
So it's called this is a radius
Let me look at that tool
chamfer.
real quickly.
So, and the radius probably matches the cutter.
I've seen these on the lathe before.
Your fingers are filthy. You didn't clean your
my
hands
God.
before you used the camera.
You threw it at me. This,
See,
this
this
side's
is
clean.
see this is the official.
Oh, look
tool.
at the brand name again, so I got it right in here. Show me that again.
Well, that was a Shaw, you said. I don't know. I
I'll
never
read
heard
it
of a
one
Shaw.
more time. Shaw, S-H-A-V-I-N, shaven. Shaven.
Shaven.
It's a shaven shaver.
Well, usually I use the Vargas one. It's this one over here.
Shaven?
Shaven. This is shaven too. I guess I got a better deal from Vegas.
Is that where you got that at the car show?
Probably. Instead of the Vargas one, which I got from MSC, which is now.
Did I get all this crap on then in the
fancy
cases?
What'd you get it dirty?
That greasy shit that don't come off
Greasy crap.
with metal built into it.
You didn't say crap. You said something.
Oh, excuse me. Greasy stuff.
Okay, so that bearing there is going to stay.
Was that some metal coming out of there still?
I'm not sure, but I'm thinking that hole was supposed to be round at one time.
Really? Is that a case bolt?
I
No.
don't.
Oh,
I'm
no, that's a pin.
thinking these are probably
There's a pin
supposed to
next
be.
to it, right?
I'm thinking these are supposed to be threaded holes, but they're non-threaded holes now.
That one gets a little thinner as it goes down in it.
They don't look like they're threaded anymore.
Oh, yanked it right out.
My guess is they went up to a 3/8 from a 5/16.
And that wasn't a Healy coil either.
No, there's no helical in there. They just heavenize
Yanked
it.
everything right out, huh?
So, like I said, I'm thinking just kind of cut through here and bandsaw that sucker and glue that right on the side over here. See,
This is a new experimental.
the thing is,
landscape
how do I
record.
save my part number, my VIN number though? See,
Just the same way you did that. Cut it off with a damn saw and glue it on somewhere else.
oh, cut this whole piece off and keep it.
Yeah. You know, you got the glue out, you might as well use it.
Well, I just keep half this number.
There you go.
See over here?
Well, you could do the rear cylinder.
See, it goes between the two, so I only get half the number.
Yeah, okay.
What I don't like is, see how it's undercut here?
Yeah. Is that going to mess you up?
Well, that makes it nice and lightweight.
Well,
But
why do they have those grooves on the inside of the cases too? Like right here, between,
here, the fitting,
right here.
that just makes it lightweight.
No.
They save aluminum. See, that saves aluminum. This saves aluminum. It makes the bike lighter too, but Harley don't care about making a bike lighter. They care about
Cost to
case
build it,
thin.
huh?
Now, see, this one over here, they didn't save any aluminum on this one. It's this thick.
Was that S&S?
See,
Or
that's
Ultima?
real metal.
Yeah. No cutting corners on that one.
No, so these are a lot cheaper.
How's this going to work, folks? You guys see this? How's that going to work?
Well, first thing you got to put on correctly. It goes this way.
Seems so big.
It's going to bolt right on.
Mm-hmm. What's these markings you got here for that? Where you tried it a couple times? Or you thinking about going that route?
That's one position. See, that's only offset 3/8 of an inch. See, this one's offset 3/4 of an inch over here. I think that's 5/8 over. It might be 3/4.
How you going to build up the other side?
That clears your
Oh,
push
your
rod
push rods,
cover.
yeah.
They got a big one-piece tube cover thing that goes over here. See, this is the head gasket, not a cylinder gasket, though. So the cylinder gasket,
I do the same, wouldn't it?
it
It's
might
a little bit
be-
different.
It might be a little bit different how it's made.
Yeah.
See, the original gasket was right here. See,
Right.
I'm only going to go a little bit bigger bore. See, the 883 goes from to a 1200. You bore it a 1/2 inch, right? So I'm going to go from a 1200 to a bigger one, just a 1/2 inch more.
Another 1/2 inch more?
Another 1/2 inch more.
All right.
There we go. So you go from 3 inch to 3.5 inch to 4 inch. There you go. I don't.
It's that
I don't
easy.
see a problem.
It's that easy. I know you don't.
It's that
Your
easy.
eyes are different than mine, though.
It's that easy. Yeah,
Look at that little tiny crankshaft.
this
in
will
there.
bolt right on.
That's going to be a mess, too. It's got the offset push rod tubes on that thing, though.
Well, you know, I didn't say I hardly knew how to make a correct motor. We'll figure it out.
They never made an M8 Sportster motor,
Just
did
like
they?
they don't know how to make a rocker shaft that doesn't break either.
It feels like it's bent.
It's probably bent already. It's junk. Well, I got them on eBay. I'm sure they only sell good parts from eBay.
Never get something bad from them, huh?
All right, so what's this other case look like over here? Oh, Joe, what'd you think of the Pro,
It failed.
the seal pump?
Even the largest ones failed. I hate to even think that you really paid for that something. So
Well, I thought
say
it
for
was
that
like this long when I was buying it.
Oh.
They failed to tell you that this.
that might be made for like a bicycle seal.
This
or
is
something,
made
huh?
for mopeds,
Yeah, there you go.
but you know we don't work on Hondas here,
Valve seals. No, valve seal maybe.
so I'm thinking this might work on something smaller and less robust. It's not going to work on a car.
You know, like the little tiny ones go on the valve guides.
No, I think that would break on too. Somebody put my cover on backwards.
Yeah, who took it off?
Probably you.
Not me.
Okay, so how much crap was in here? We got one bolt in here.
There's a couple more bolts in there too. Piece of gasket.
We're gonna put this over here. We don't care. I'm not going to reuse the gasket, Joe.
I'm just showing you what's in the bottom. That's an electromagnet on the bottom of there too.
Electromagnet?
Yep,
Is that some of the shrapnel?
probably. It had a lot on the inside right there. See how it's all fine shavings like that? That's all bearing material, huh?
It's those bearing cages. The rag is dirty. Oh, that's what happened to my
That's
rag.
what all this shit's at.
That's what happened to my rag. It
Yep,
disappeared.
I used it.
I needed this.
You said you weren't going to reuse it.
No, I needed that. It wasn't bent when I put it in the box.
Yes, it was.
There's the biggest piece we found right there.
It's still steel or
That's
aluminum?
aluminum.
Yeah, I didn't find much
I
aluminum
don't
at
know
all.
what it is, but it's aluminum.
Big shavings, all just like razor thin shavings. Everywhere.
Everywhere.
What is that magnet for in the bottom there, Keen? Is it just catch metal?
This
or
here?
what? Yeah.
This is called a crank position
Crank trigger
sensor.
thing? Yeah.
So instead of being in the front of the case, they have a Over here, they have
Moves to the bottom, huh?
they got a crank over here that's spinning around in a circle.
Oh,
So they come off the bottom. So that means when you're scooting down the road and you're bouncing curves like we wouldn't do.
no
You might
problem.
knock it off and the bike will quit running.
Yep.
So it's a safety device. Keeps you from doing
I
that.
know it's got some kind of a magnet in it.
So what size Allen do you think you need?
Got it. First choice.
Look at that.
How come I didn't take out the oilers, I wonder? Those things. Why was
Because
it
the
really-
rod shrapnel is in the center of the motor, not on the outside edges.
I thought piston broke in it.
No,
No?
not on this one.
Oh.
This is just all rod.
Just rod material.
Just all rod. I'm pretty sure that the crank came out of this motor.
Didn't say no pictures, huh?
It is going to need a new crank though. Well, it's going to need a new rod set, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. At least. Cases didn't get that bad though.
What if I get his crank? Hey, if I get his rod set, I can use that. No, I just rebuild the rod. I don't care. It smells too. Can you smell it?
Stinking shit.
Stinking crap. There's only one cam in this motor. What's up with that?
It's a single cam.
Oh,
M8.
I thought it had 8 cams.
Bad 8. When they gonna learn that's not a good place for the oil filter too?
In the front?
Yeah.
Better than-
Sideways.
Better than Harley up on the back of the frame over here on top.
I like
over there.
that one better. At least it doesn't get everything all over the
Underneath the
motor.
tranny, was the best spot, like your bike is.
Yeah.
What size are those weird looking screws?
Is that a Torx? Yeah, it looks like Torx to me, about 25. Is that a 27?
It's too big.
Is that a screwdriver one out 25?
Oh, there, he put it in the wrong hole. I was wondering what happened to it.
I didn't put it in there, he did.
I know.
No, it's smaller than that even.
He screwed it up. It's not that one.
It's definitely a Torx though.
That is my small one.
Where's your screwdriver ones at?
I had to go into my special tools.
Uh-oh. Bringing out the good stuff now. Is that new?
These are specialty tools.
Somebody donate that to you?
No. I got this from elsewhere. Okay, we're doing the edit right now.
We're doing